And welcome to another review here at Toto Toy Recon. I have it kind of turned around because it was in a bag. But as you can see, this is the Kaiju Slime Battle Superman figure. Yes, I went out and decided, you know what? It was time to do something new, something hot, something that's coming real soon. Superman is on its way. Let's get one of the Superman toys. I was just going to get a 6-inch Superman. I thought, I can review that and take care of that and just... Then I saw this guy on Amazon, and he came in a box. It was a box. This is like the first time I think I bought like a brand new toy that wasn't like a collector's. So I'm like, I don't really care if the box is going to be all messed up. And sure enough, it came in an awesome box. It was all packaged and sealed, and it looked awesome. So I'm like, okay, well, the next time I order some exclusive vintage collection figure, it'll probably come in a plastic bag that I'll never want to open, but then I'll have to open. So this Superman is for the new film. It is released by Spin Master, as you can see right there. And we're going to open him up. Now, he comes with some slime explosion. I have no idea what that is. And I didn't think there was anything I had to buy extra. So we'll find out about that. But then I was kind of curious as to the quality of a 6-inch Spin Master figure. I have the little Batman figures. They were great. I really like those. And I have a couple of the Batmobiles and things. But as far as I know, I don't think they really jumped into the 6-inch figures for a while. So yeah, let's find out what's going on here. All right, so this is probably how you'll see him, the Kaiju. I love how he doesn't have a name. He's not like, Dangor, or something like that. He's just Kaiju. And it's really not quite to scale if you've seen the trailer. So we do have a couple of things here. It's like there's battle, there's defeat, there's explode. So we have that. And as we can see, we see the slime right here. I don't know if you can quite see that, but that's where it is. And what really enticed me was that Spin Master went out of their way to actually make a commercial, old school, like 90s commercial. I'll even say old school, sort of 80s commercial. Nah, more 90s. It's more of a set. Not in the 80s, it was just like a backyard with a sand pit or something, So I will try and link that trailer out so that the commercial. I'll try to link that commercial out at the end of this so that you can get an idea of what enticed me to get this. So, got my wire cutters right here. This just makes it a heck of a lot easier. And then you're not breaking anything. You're not scratching anything. Just kind of boop. And boop. I don't know why I'm making the boop noises, but I'm doing it. So, yeah, it kind of makes it easy. And it looks like his legs are attached in there somehow. So, the nice thing is, we got instructions here. Instructions here on the bottom, how to load the slime. Excellent. So, what I like about when you can actually open a toy up and review him without like, I'm ruining the box and I'll never have it again. And yeah, I'm at that point now where just open it, get it out. My sons are going to love playing with this. I'll probably keep Superman off to the side. I've got at least an old Kenner Superman floating around for them that he's really done some flying around the house, which has really impressed me how quick the kids took to that. They only watched like one old school Ruby Spears Superman cartoon. And I was like, you guys kind of like this. They have watched the Christopher Reeve movie, bits and pieces of it, but I'm really excited for them to go to the new film. And we still got some box stuff here. Okay, so as you can see, we've got some crazy stuff here on the bottom. The level of which they go to nowadays to protect these toys, to keep them, that people can't steal them, is amazing. So I'm going to fade out. All right, we're back. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. And it's really in there. It really is. But the first instruction, as we see here on the back, is they want you to put his tail on, which is pretty cool right there. And then, we'll just do this. I'm sure my sons will break this relatively quick. It's a very light feeling toy. It's very light. It doesn't feel like it's going to be made to take a beating. Which is sad to say, because most toys today you think would be made to take a beating. Okay, so that clicks in there. And then apparently here on the back, next instruction, I love this. Diamond Select doesn't do this. Who else doesn't do this with some of their toys? NECA, sometimes there's like no instructions, and it's like sometimes you need to like figure it out. You need a little help. So we have a pink back here, and this is where the slime is supposed to go. So So as you can see, slime in there. I'm supposed to cut this out and stick it in. So my biggest worry right now is that Cool loves slime. Big fan of Hordak Slime Pit. But where does the slime go afterwards, and how liquid-y is this slime? So we're going to get rid of this, get this out of the way, and then we're going to first talk about the big kaiju. So, well, there's two more points here of instructions. So, one, these chests are supposed to open out somehow. Not sure how that's supposed to go. But here on the back, we have this. This lifts his arms up. So that's kind of cool. Tail doesn't really do much, mostly for balance. The legs move a little bit, but very plasticky. I mean, this is, with suit, this is a $25 price point. You can kind of feel it. I think that, you know, a hardcore collector or somebody who really wants to modify the kaiju, I think could have a lot of fun and really kind of like do stuff with him and make him look a lot cooler. I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to get the slime out of the back. Like once I get it in there, then punch him. I'm looking at the instructions again. And, oh. Aha! That's why the instructions are great. So let's do that again. So ready to catch this? We close his mouth. And you can open his and close his mouth like on your own. A little, oh, maybe not. No, you got to press the button. So right here, under the big, it looks like a fish. Right here, you press this button, and then he goes, ah! So you load it from the back. We got this trigger button here, pretty cool. And I love all this pink stuff inside. Very, very nice. But I think we could use a little bit more color. Now for the price point, you know, we can hold the hands and stuff. Can he hold Superman? Yes, he can. So we can do this. He's big. He's neat. And I thought, you know what? Let's put him to scale here. Oh, yeah. So here we have, this is Diamond Selects Godzilla Bank. It's pretty big. It's a lot of fun. Actually, he's got a little bank spot here for coins, and you know, take the tail off and stuff. But I kind of wanted to give you some scale so you could see, you know, if you do have one of these kaiju guys at home, he actually is on scale. I mean, he is pretty big. It's just on scale for suit, not so much. So let's do a couple of quick things here. So really like that the button's awesome. Slime comes out. I'm building to the slime, guys. And then the head's cool. These are rubbery, so this is nice. And we've got some nice hand articulation, except I just think that you could have a field day really, you know, painting this guy. The feet are kind of lame. You know, they're more for balance. So is the tail. Back's nice. But this is, you know, it's just $25. You know, what you're splitting the price between these two toys. Now, let's give you some scale here. Real scale. He's just shy of a foot tall. The antenna on top don't quite make it. And then from shoulder to shoulder, about 7 inches. And then with the tail to his nose, we are talking about 17 inches, give or take. Not bad. Good for kids. I can see my kids breaking this thing apart. So we'll set him here to the side. And let's focus on Superman right now. So a fairly decent likeness, I will say. I think it's actually pretty solid. Yeah, a little worried about the ball joints, though. So we've got fingers. You can see the fingers and the hands right here. We've got some fist punching action. Wow, that took forever to say. Really like the details. There's ridges here. You can feel it. You know, the boots are nice. We've got the underwear on the outside, which seems to be a huge, big deal to people. Cloth cape, nice. Feels like a sticker on the back. Feels like a sticker. Probably not going to stay on there too long. Oh, this is nice. So this also helps hold him in the kaiju's hand. It gives it like a little extra leverage if you move it up here. So as you can see, right there. That's kind of nice. That's a nice little touch. But his figures go. He's not bad. He has a, you know, does he have a little bit of a swing action? I don't know. He feels like he does something else. Oh yeah, there he goes. So he does have a little bit of punch. Pretty much just the right arm, which is cool. It reminds me of the old Kenner days. Those guys were great. the Superpowers collection. And, nice points of articulation here. Got the little hair curl. Not a bad figure. Considering what you're getting for $25, this is not bad. So, give you some scale. Here is a Black Series Archive Boba Fett. Obviously not as bulky in detail. Hold on. So, as you can see, here we have an Archive Boba Fett. Star Wars Black Series. And then you have Superman right here. So, Superman's a little bit taller. This guy's 6 inches. But they may have also just counted the rocket pack at 6 inches and maybe made him a little bit smaller. But not as bulky. His arms are a little bit thinner. So, not a bad figure. And again, I'm reiterating, $25. $24.99 is what I paid for this. So, let's get him out of there. And, he's standing on his own there. Ooh, did see this, though. So, I've had him out of the box a couple of minutes. I don't think I've dropped him too hard, but already I see some yellow paint right here. And the only other thing yellow here is this guy. And that's not even the same yellow. That's a little paint blemish right there. But otherwise, that's a decent Superman. I can see my son carrying this around and beating it to death until it's time. So here we go. It's slime time. Let's open it up. Oh, I'm already not really loving this. So, I just hope it's the kind of slime that once you get it out, you can just like roll it up or fall into it. Ugh. The lengths I go for you guys, I'm telling you. And girls. Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, and like it's a resealable package. That's really, really nice. Okay, so my hand's a little wet, but it's in there. Here, we'll pull it out. And the majority of it, oh, my son's going to love this for the 10 minutes until he makes it dirty. And then I guess we just put it back in here. Like, I could see if you leave it in there overnight, it's going to get really hard. Wow, it kind of smells like Dawn, which is a little weird because it looks like Dawn. But it smells like Dawn. So I guess we're just supposed to... Ew. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. It's a little crazy, actually. I thought it would just kind of fit in there, and I'm kind of slowly pouring it up, using the weight of it. Too gross. Like, every time I think I'm just about to get it off my fingers, it gets right in there. Oh, dear. All right, yeah, this is... Yeah, not quite what I expected. Oh, the weight of it now is pulling it in. Okay. And... Duh. And go. Okay. Ugh. All right. Smell again. Yeah, it kind of smells like Dawn. Not as strong, but definitely. Okay, so the big moment of truth, which I feel like, should be playing that song. The moment of truth from Karate Kid, in case you didn't know. And then, there's no leg push here. We just... So it's not to hold him up. It's to make him punch. All right, not bad. So we go, push, push, push. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm going to save my board here and put this right. Oh, God. Oh, okay, it's coming right out. Coming right out. It's safe to assume that this is non-toxic or else they wouldn't have it for kids. Right? Right? Yeah, I don't know. Like, look at this stuff. Oh, God. You think, and kudos to them for not giving, like, extra slime kits, because I think that's what came with the Hordak slime pit. Did you actually have to get more? Never put Moss Man inside the cape kit. And you know what? There were no instructions here that said do not get Sorry. There were no instructions that said do not get Superman's cape covered in slime, which would probably be a good thing. So, very dry. So I will definitely say for $25, I don't know what my sons are going to think. Obviously the movie first, they do know who Superman is, but what about the Kaiju dude? No clue. I think the Superman is solid. I mean, a really good like pickup. Obviously more for kids. This is Spin Master. If you're looking for something like in the McFarlane line, it's going to be a different kind of like, points of articulation and details. But as for Superman, the first Superman for a kid to have and go on adventures and just fly around and have a good time, I think this is a solid choice. especially because you get this big dude. And if you're an arts and crafts guy or you like to paint, like to make them look more realistic, I think you have a great, great template of a character to work with, and then you can even do some other fun stuff with them, like more details here, add more colors. I think you'll probably start seeing those on Instagram pretty quick. This is Bob from Total Toy Recon. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like and share. And if you need to pick one of these up for yourself, I will have Superman links in my affiliate account in the subtext at the bottom. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.